What's up, guys? It's me, Riku Dude, or Eli, if you want to call me that. And today, I'm going to do something different. I am going to review and look at some of my old art because I'm bored right now. And I got nothing else to do. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. So, I'm not going to intros. Let's just get started. Yeah. This is a really early drawing that I made back in 2020. This is Riku. This is Riku right here nowadays. Riku is kind of my main character for my story that I am actually writing right now. The story that I want to come true as in the animated series. He's basically just the main character and the kind of the face of my whole thing. That's why I'm also called Riku Dude, because I made Riku. So the whole here's some lore about my online name, Riku Dude. So like I said, I created Riku the character. And I was like, well, since I created Riku, I'm kind of like a dude, like, hey, that's my dude, because he made me, so I'm Riku Dude. It's a dumb name, but yeah, it's stuck throughout his years. So yeah, with all that being said, this is a really early drawn Riku that I do not like today. I don't know why I had, like, his eye bleeding like that. It's just... it's cringy. Alright. I remember this one, too. I was really, really proud of this drawing. I don't know why. The anatomy really isn't that good. I could have definitely did better. Also, the reason why it looks like this. So, when I was making Riku for the first time, I was confused what I wanted to be, like, race-wise. And I was like, what if I make him like this half human, half demon, half angel thing? And it was stupid. I can't believe I even did that. I wouldn't say I was edgy, but I was kind of going with like a slight edge phase. Not really do not like this genre ideas no more. Which is why they're not implemented no more. So yeah, things were changed. Okay, you thought the other one was old. This one is really old. I mean, you can tell because look at the art. Isn't that good? I made it back in October 17th, 2019. Wow. That was, what was that, 6 years ago now? Well, that will be 6 years ago? Man. Can't believe that. You can see right here, it's kind of hard to see, but on his neck, it says his name, Riku Sen. So, Riku's gone through 3 last names. He's gone through Riku Senshi, which I think means warrior in Japanese. Then he went to Riku Sen, which is Senshi but short. And now we have Riku Fujita. That's what he's known as now. I don't know why I did Riku Sen. That just sounds stupid. Especially Riku Senshi. Riku Warrior. That just sounds stupid. You can see the whole half demon stuff. It's stupid. I don't know what I was doing back then. Here's another one. See on his jacket it says Riku Senshi. So yeah, that was his original name. I don't know. You can see the stupid horns. He's supposed to be a half demon. What is his hair? I don't know what his hair was right here. Oh man. While the hoodie looks weird. It's just... Young me, what would you do? Yes, finally, the Dragon Ball stuff. This was one of the earliest Dragon Ball drawings I have posted to my Instagram. Because all these photos right now I'm showing are on my Instagram still. So you can go to my Instagram right here. Go follow me. Look at my art for drawings. Cause I'm not going to post my art on YouTube, obviously. I will post animations when I do them eventually. But yeah. So yeah, this is one of my early Dragon Ball drawings. It's not good anymore. Obviously, it's not. But nostalgic. I hate how it did the eyes. Another Dragon Ball one. Ultra Instinct Goku. This looks weird. Why is his mouth so small? His chin is crooked and so pointy. I don't know. Times change. I don't know what's going on with his hair on the right hand side. Another Riku one. I don't know why he had an X on his chest. I don't know what I was doing with that. It just doesn't look good. It looks stupid. His neck is real thick. He has my neck. Cause I've heard I got a thick neck. Yes, I can explain with stuff like this now. All right, so before what I have now, which is Dauntless Odyssey, that's the show I want to make one day with Riku as the main character and all this stuff. There was Deathline. Very stupid name, Deathline. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, it was doing me like this weird thing. I think that's Riku's original dad. Not original, I think that's supposed to be a really early version of Haruki. I don't... It just... Deathline. Dauntless Odyssey is way better. Fun fact, that was originally called Rise of Omnia, which recently I changed it to Dauntless Odyssey because Rise of Omnia, I just never really liked that name. But Dauntless Odyssey makes sense because it's supposed to appeal to Riku, because the whole show and his whole journey is supposed to be Riku's Dauntless Odyssey. That's why I called it that. But Deathline, I think I was trying to be edgy. Deathline, just stupid. Ooh, an early Dragon Ball drawing, December 14th, 2019. Yep, this is a Super Saiyan. I just hit my like. This is a Super Saiyan drawing. Honestly, for the time, it's not that bad. It could definitely be better, but yeah, for the time, it's not that bad. I'm actually impressed how I did this. Another Deathline thing, and I hate it. Look how like low their faces is right there. Oh my gosh, I was trying to be edgy. Can't even see the line part. Here it is again. Yeah, my idea was like Riku had like this. Oh, he's a human with a demon side. Like that hasn't been done to death a million times. I think because my friend Malik was into Seven Deadly Sins, you know, the anime that's really bad now. And I was like, oh, what if I do that? And I created this abhorrent abomination that shouldn't have never existed. So, you know, the backstory behind that. Another Goku Ultra Instinct one. I was really into Ultra Instinct because I still am. It's one of my favorite Dragon Ball stuff ever because it looks so cool. Actually, if you know, I just realized this. If you notice, there's a little red to the blue aura. The reason why I did that because I remember when the Ultra Instinct previews first came out back in 2017, it had a red aura around it. I think I'll show it. Yeah, it had like a red aura around it. And I remember seeing that. I wish they added that. I still wish they had that. They kept that aura where it was both red and blue. I remember there's a theory saying that the red aura is the offensive side, while the blue aura was the defensive. That was a cool theory. I remember seeing that around. I forgot who said that, but it was a pretty cool theory. But yeah, it's nostalgic for me remembering that. Yes, this one. Now, you might be wondering, who the freak is this dude? This is my first Dragon Ball OC called Leek. Now, I got the idea of Leek when I first got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 back in 2020. And Leek was supposed to be Goku's twin brother, which he actually still kind of is. And I'll elaborate on that more probably at the end of the video. No, actually, I probably will elaborate like sooner or later. If we see another Leek, if we see another drawing of Leek soon, I'll elaborate then. Yes, I remember this Super Saiyan Kaioken drawing I did back in school. I remember being really proud of this because my coloring, the color is actually pretty good. I actually like how I made the yellow darker around like the body of Goku while it gets more lighter out. That's actually a pretty cool idea. I should do that a lot more. You know, anatomy wise could definitely be better. I mean, look at the hair. Look at his right arm. Look, like what's going on there. But yeah, you know, back then I was still a new artist, so times change. Yes. So if you look at my Instagram, look at this. This says the Remzen warrior and future Remzen king by the name of Riku Sen. So the idea was that Riku was this heir to a demon clan that turned good called the Remzen. It was stupid. Now you're like, what the freak is Remzen? So I was originally going to call him the Scarlet Clan with the Scarlet King, but Stephen King already had a character called the Scarlet King, or at least I think it's him and King. So I couldn't do that, and I was gonna do Crimson and stuff. But then I think I think the Crimson King was also taken by somebody else. So I got lazy and just took off the R. Did it just get darker in here, or is that just me? So I just took off the R. I mean, not the R. I took off the C and came up with Crimson. I was really lazy. Also, that sword is so off. I hate looking at the whole art. Ooh, I think this is the first ever drawing I've done of Riku's mother. Riku's mother, Asuka, has gone through a lot of changes. Her and Haruki. I'll get to that later, but yeah. This was one of the, Riku's mother now is named Asuka, but back then, her name was, Kurita, and she was a queen, which I actually kept that kind of. She's not a queen, but Asuka now is a princess. She's a princess of the Sato Empire. So I kept the idea of her being royal today, which I think is pretty cool. This drawing sucks, by the way. You can tell back then I could not draw females. Like, I could not draw women characters. I can do it now. Back then I could not. Dragon Ball Legend of Leek. I was trying to make a fan comic. Back then I didn't know how to make a comic. I still don't. That's why I don't do them. I want to start doing like short comics with my own characters, but I don't know how to make comics digitally, at least. I don't know how to do that. I'm not good at that. If somebody could teach me how, I would like to, but yeah, because I want to do them. You know, like those voiceover comics. I want to do that, but like with my own comics, like my own characters, and I can voice them. I already voiced Riku anyway. But yeah, this was something I was gonna plan on doing. Stupid. You see down there with the eyes under the smile. That's supposed to be the villain, which I forgot who it was. Just yeah. Yep, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I think for the time it was decent drawn. The legs could be better. The arms, but basically everything could be better, of course. I don't know why I made his eyes red. No, that's a weird choice by me. Oh yes, the Young Warrior gang. This was something I was planning on doing. I remember drawing this in school. My boy Aiden, he was a good friend of mine. I haven't talked to him in a while. We still friends on PlayStation and we follow each other, but we haven't talked in a while. Yo, Aiden, if you watch this, bro, I miss you. But I think he added the character Ren Aki right there. I think he added that character. At least told me to add that character. And the little symbol there, I think Aiden drew that. Aiden drew that symbol because he was really big into Attack on Titan at the time. So I remember watching that. Yes, also that's Riku in the middle with red hair. He was in red hair mode because that was his demon form. I was trying to be so edgy, and I hate that. Oh, this is a Goku and Riku outfit swap. I remember these. I should do this again nowadays with my actual drawing skill, my decent drawing skills today. Once I said how I said decent, I don't think I'm that good at drawing even to this day. But I'm decent is what I think. See, I think I should probably I can redo this. I don't know why I didn't add no bicep. Like his bicep isn't there. It's not detailed for on Riku League. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's weird. Here it is. Here, more of my edgy past. The demonic angel. His name is Riku. Shut up. You was not cooking, Eli. Young Eli. You was not cooking. I hate. He had horns and I hate it. Stupid. I remember this. I remember being really proud of this. His hands look so weird because I still hate drawing hands. I think that's a universal trait of artists. We hate drawing hands because hands suck to draw and they still do. I remember being really proud of this. I don't know why. It's not that good. Like the hair around the eye looks real stupid. Looks all stiff. This is this is supposed to be Super Saiyan God Leak. I forgot where I got the idea to do this from. I'm surprised I did that aura pretty decently because I still suck at drawing the Super Saiyan God aura because it looks like fire and I absolutely suck at drawing fire even to this day. I don't know why. Fire is just my weakness. I'm trying to get good at it, but yeah, fire is hard for me to draw. Oh, another one. This is supposed to be Riku and his sister. How do you say that? Ikea? So the idea of Riku having siblings, I had it early on. I want him to have sisters, but I've changed it. Like if he gonna have one or two, he has one now. We'll get to that later. And is she gonna be older, tall? Is she gonna be older, younger, same age? I think the plan was like she was his twin sister, which I kind of have with Rika, but you'll see that eventually. I don't know when. I think this was my first digitally colored drawing ever. So backstory on how I even did this. This is when COVID first started, and this is when I first started high school. So what happened was they sent us laptops for COVID stuff, and I was looking around and I found this application. I forgot what it was called, and what I did was I would take a picture because I already drew this picture on paper, and I took a picture of it and I put it on my computer. I was able to color it, and I was like, oh, I keep doing it. So I did this one first. And I posted it, and I was like, I really liked it. And I think this is where my foundation of digital art first came in, right here. And it's not good, because why is there like a chunk of his hair missing right there? I don't know. Oh, Ultimate Super Saiyan. Ultimate Super Saiyan was supposed to be my unique transformation. White hair Super Saiyan. That's not unique, Elijah. But this was Leak's Ultimate Super Saiyan look. I will say, the shading is really good. I will say that I did a good job shading this, but like anatomy and drawing wise, like look at them ears. Except for the ears and the one, I think it's a pretty decent drawing back then. I might redraw this. I might. Oh wait, I promise that if I talk about the Leak, I'll explain who he is. Okay, so Leak, like I said, was supposed to be Goku's twin brother and all this, and I changed it a lot. But keep in mind, Leak is still around. He's just not called Leak no more. Leak is now Son Goku. So what I actually also want to do, I want to make a Dragon Ball fan manga called Dragon Ball Tenoshi, and it follows Goku and his two siblings, Leak and I forgot what I called their sister. Leek and Gohai. Yeah. Leek, no, not Leek. Gotu, who was Leek, and Gohai, their sister. I was gonna have it where Bardock and Gine had triplets, and they send them away to Earth. Because I was like, wouldn't it be cool if Goku had siblings? So I had an idea of doing that, which I might still do. So this is Leek right here. So, you know, it's kind of cool to look at it. The chain is really good, surprisingly. Another Leek drawing. This is him doing a Kamehameha. I remember being really proud of this. I don't know why, because that arm looks really wonky. Also, I think this is still my Facebook profile picture, which I don't know why, because I don't use Facebook no more, because Facebook's for old people. But yeah, I remember this being my Facebook profile picture. I think it still is. Could be better. Here it is, Riku digitally, and it looks awful. I don't know why. I hate this drawing. It looks stupid. It's kind of funny that Riku had brown eyes before, because Riku has blue eyes now. When I first made him, he had brown eyes. I know that's kind of funny thing, but I mean, I'm making a lot of noise because I was crushing this. I'm stupid. My microphone is right here. Because I'm really thinking he had brown eyes. I don't know why I did that. I remember this drawing. This was Goku, Vegeta, and Leek in Ultimate Super Saiyan. And I could redraw this. I'm surprised how good it is. Well, good it is for the time. It's good for the time. I don't really do multiple people in him drawing no more because that kind of takes a lot out of me and time consuming. I'm a very lazy artist. But who knows? I might remake it. If you guys like it, I'll remake the drawing. I think this is where Riku was first called. I think this is when I first gave him the last name Fujita, and I do not like this drawing. I don't. He looks too older. Let me say that. Riku at the start of Dawn's Odyssey is 19. He has no facial hair. Like here, I'll pull up what Riku looks like again. This is what Riku looks like. Riku is young. He's 19. He has no facial hair yet. So I don't know why I was so adamant back then to make him look older. I don't know why I did that. Also, that arm, dude. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a Super Saiyan Leek. Leek / Goku also has longer hair than Goku. That's why his base form Super Saiyan hair is so long. I actually might redraw this one. I remember thinking about this. Yeah, I remember I was looking through a while ago, and I was like, "Oh, I should redraw that." I actually might redraw this one. I might. I don't know. It could be better. I don't like how that shading looks on his cheek. It's too it makes like an S, and I don't really like that. This is the first appearance of Riku's little sister Mei, who is still around. This is her right here. I also remember wondering why does Riku look like Leon from RE4? Because when I was making this, I was kind of inspired to make Dawn's Odyssey or Rise of Omni at the time, about like Resident Evil 4 thing. I don't know why. I remember I was even writing scripts about it. It's gonna be like about Riku was doing. I forget, he was like at home and in the president's daughters. Because the original plan was like Nadal and Rise of Omnia, the USA and Japan were the same country. I don't know what I was doing. Like Japan was like closer to the USA, and they were considered part of the same country. And they had two presidents. It was just weird. I don't know what I was doing, man. Riku's parents, Haruki and Asuka. They look real different nowadays. This is what they look like now. And I don't know why I didn't shade them. This is really heavily referenced from that Goku and Chi-Chi marriage image. You can tell it's really referenced from that. You were lazy, young Elijah. You were really lazy. I don't know why I didn't shade it. There's no shading. Why is Haruki's eye so big? Man, it's kind of crazy to see how far I've come. Another Riku. Off topic. I don't know why I made Riku back then. I don't know if I already said this, but I don't know why I made him this. Yeah, I already said this. I don't know why I tried to make him this stoic. I'm a cool guy. I don't know why. I don't like writing protagonists like that. Riku now is a really sweet, humble guy who's like really happy, kind of like Goku. So I don't know why I was so adamant making him this. I'm so cool and quiet. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I remember this. I made this drawing for it barely even an animation. It was like Ultra Ego Vegeta holding his arms like Kakarot. And then it cut to Goku just doing this pose. I remember when I made it, I was like, this might be my best drawing ever. But that was back in 2021. I've had way better. But you know, and the form I did was like, oh, I think I called it True Super Saiyan God. Because he has the God Destruction thing on his forehead. And oh, it was weird. I was very lazy. This is the first appearance of Yuto Takahashi. I made Yuto because I was inspired by Samurai Jack, which I love that show. I was like, oh, I should make my own character like that. I made Yuto, Yudo is very different now. He's less of a Samurai Jack character, more of his own character now. Also, Yudo has had an heritage change. Yudo, when I first met him, was fully like he was fully black. His backstory originally was he was part of an African tribe that kind of like something happened to them and they sent him off. And then people in Japan found him and they raised him as, it was similar to what was his name, that black samurai, I forget his name, but it's something like that. Now maybe I changed that. So because now Yudo is mixed race. His mother is an African, while his father is Japanese, and something like that. But yeah, so I changed it because it sounded too much like what was his name? Yasuke. I think that was his name. Yasuke. Yeah, it was too similar to him. Full power Riku. This form still exists, but it's not called that no more. It's called Heishi now, and this is what it looks like right here. I don't like this. I don't like this because his face looks too soft. I have Riku. The way I designed Riku, how he looks, is similar to how Goku looks. Like Riku normally, without any transformations or forms, like he has a happy, soft face, but when he transforms, he's like more kind of like how Goku is. And I don't like this, John. I don't. I do say I like the shading. I like the hair shine. I do like that. I will say I do like that. Raven. Yes, I remember her. This is where maybe we'll get to it next. She was supposed to be Riku's love interest, but I changed it to you'll see who in the next drawing. But before we do that, I don't know. I don't like this drawing. Her head is too big. I don't like it. Here we go. This is stuff. As I drew Raven, this idea I have Raven. These are Raven's sisters, Ruby and Sapphire. They're supposed to be sisters. Raven's supposed to be the oldest, her two twin sisters and all that stuff. But instead of making Raven Riku's love interest, I changed it to Sapphire on the bottom. Sapphire's the one wearing red, Ruby's the one wearing blue. I'm very funny. I changed it I changed his love interest to Sapphire, and Ruby and Sapphire also look real different. This is Ruby now, this is Sapphire now. They look way different. So yeah, I changed it. I forgot why I changed it. I think because originally I wanted Riku to have like a really tough girlfriend, and that was Sapphire down there with her scowl. Which Sapphire today is kind of like, Sapphire's more like Padme from Star Wars now, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Also, really old drawing with Riku. I hate how Riku looks in this drawing. Like, why is your neck so thick, dude? I think that's it. These are the drawings I chose to review today. And honestly, as much as I'm joking about young stuff like, oh, this is bad or all this stuff, I remember that I was a growing artist, and I still am a growing artist. And even with that being said, there's always room for improvement, and I'm always trying to improve. So yeah, just wanted to go by and just look at my old drawings. Also, yes, I am still making that Star Wars video. It's just taking a while. And yes, Resident Evil 4 Part 6 is coming out. I'm having trouble with Google because I'm trying to get my gameplay footage to my phone so I can edit it, but it's being weird. So that's still coming out, so yeah, calm down. Before I go, I want to talk about some of my goals. You already mentioned stuff like Dauntless Odyssey and characters like that. Like I said before, kind of mentioned it slightly at the beginning, I really want to make my own animated series. That's my goal. That's why I have actually been writing scripts. I'm dead serious. I've written scripts, character designs, sketches for character designs, how characters act and all that stuff. I've run all that stuff because I really want to make my own story. And that is my dream goal, and that is why I'm posting all this stuff on YouTube. Because I want to make it a really cool show. And I think I have something to offer the world. I think it'd be really cool to have my own show out there that people can sit down and enjoy. I was like, man, this is a really cool story. Because I've been deeply inspired by people like George Lucas for Star Wars, Toriyama with Dragon Ball, Robert Kirkman with Invincible. All that stuff has inspired me. And I'm like, I really want to make my own story. Even though I've criticized myself a lot, I definitely need that criticism. And yeah, just something that I want to do in the future, and I still want to do that right now. I hope I can make my own story. I hope I can make my own animated series. I hope so. It might not happen, who knows, but I would kill for that, and I'm going to work hard for that goal. That's something that I want to do. So yeah, with that being said, let me see if I can I think that's it. Oh, alright. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was weird and kind of out of nowhere. I'm chilling in my room right now, and I don't know, it's hot. So I'm probably going to turn the air on because I have to have my fan off because I don't want that interfering with my microphone. Yeah. So I think that's it. Like I said, working on the Star Wars video and Resident Evil 4 video, so that's all coming out. Don't worry. So yeah. Also, if you want to wear around my neck, this is my medal that I got from school for having B average. I'm only wearing it now because I have nowhere else to wear it. So yeah, and that's it. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Comments this video coming out. Like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.